What made you decide to start Maven?
Maven, in its earlier started out as myself just doing open mic nights, performing solo, and it grew from there. It grew to wanting to pursue putting a band together and finding the right members. There's many early incarnations until we got to the solid lineup we have now. Writing is a pretty natural process for us. I have a different outlook on music. I feel that there's music all around us, subconscious, whether we hear it or not, and it's just waiting to be brought out, to audibly hear it. It's there on the fretboard, it's just waiting to be birthed, and you just put your hands in the right place and let it happen.
Yeah, it's pretty spontaneous when we're writing. We'll be practicing the song we've been playing for 3 years or so, and all of a sudden we'll just start jamming on something that might evolve into a new song. Right.
Yeah. I mean, you never want to force a song. You want to let it kind of happen naturally. I know these guys are my brothers. It's
it's definitely a family thing.
When we're not playing, we're together. We're best friends. It's definitely a brotherhood, and you got to have that to reach any kind of success in this. You got to be able to hang out with your buddy when he's at his best and his worst.
What's the rule, Brandon?
ELE, everyone loves everyone, man.
What other bands have influenced your music?
I think everybody has different influences.
Yeah, we all come from different backgrounds, and I wouldn't say I wouldn't put it to one band specifically. It's just pretty much late 90s, and we all grew up pretty much around the same time in the early 2000s or so.
Mm-hmm. I knew, early on, Tweezy and I, we started out playing in high school bands, marching bands and symphonic and orchestra. Mm-hmm. And I think that definitely sparked my interest in the composition of music and putting a song together.
So your high school experience played a large part. You wanted to do something.
Right, create something on our own. And
classically trained.
Yeah.
Where did you get the name Maven from?
Maven it's actually is a word that I had heard, I believe, in a conversation. I just had to look up, and it's Yiddish, and it has different meanings. It could be an expert or connoisseur. Also, it could be a sarcastic term for a know-it-all, to kind of take a jab at yourself. It's serious, but you don't take yourself too serious with it. Yeah. And it's got great symmetry.
Yeah, it looks good right now.
So it shows a good sense of humor on your side.
Right.
You can definitely laugh at yourself when you do something stupid.
We do that all the time anyway. No matter what, we just laugh at ourselves. mostly at me. We laugh at me most of the time.
As a band, where do you see Maven in 5, maybe 10 years?
It's pretty much doing what we're doing now. I mean, we have a record coming out. We just signed a little independent record label. We're playing lots of shows, doing lots of good things, writing good music. So hopefully in the next 5 years or so, we'll be doing it at a lot larger scale, playing bigger shows, further spread out from home, and doing it to it, living the dream.
A couple months ago,
that was funny.
It was a late night, and we stumbled. We were staying with his brother at his apartment in Shreveport, and I guess we got in about 4 a.m. or so, and
there's a friend of ours band staying with us to play the same show.
Right. And I was going to stay in the van just to kind of watch out for our gear, make sure nothing crazy happened to it, and had some company that wouldn't stop snoring. So I had enough and was going to go inside and get some sleep. Only I'd never really seen exactly where the apartment was. But I made up my mind to where I was going to find it. And so I picked the door that was open. And I looked in, and it was full of beds, which I thought was kind of weird because we're a bunch of band guys. And why would his brother have beds in his front room?
Right.
There were a good 4 or 5 beds, and just people just run about.
At least
13
people.
Yeah, at least 13 people in a living room in an apartment.
Yeah. So I was kind of feeling no pain, to say the least. And I was like, well, maybe these guys won't mind if I crash here. I'll find out if it's my friends in the morning. So I woke up, and luckily it got daylight. It was pitch black in there. All I could see was beds.
It was 4 or 5 in the morning when you actually decided to go up there, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I think they woke up to me saying, man, I'm so glad it's you guys.
I kind of caught him sneaking out, going, okay, goodness. It is him. He didn't know he was in the right apartment or not, so...
Baton Rouge is home. I mean, we love Baton Rouge, and right now the scene's doing well. We love being a part of this rock and roll scene and building it, and the people are so good. I mean, this is our root system, you know, and without Baton Rouge being our roots, you know, we're not going to be able to stand up.
It keeps you so grounded. It really does.
This is always home. Like, I could never imagine. I couldn't even imagine leaving, you know, moving.
Yeah, I don't see how anybody really could do that. I mean, if you come from a town and make it big, and I just want to ditch your roots, and that's everybody. That's where you came from.
Like, even the acts that come down, you know, from north and east and west coast to play with us are like, man, you know, these people, your fans, everybody's so nice. Everybody's been so great to us. You know, just conversations, just really interested in what you're doing. And, you know, we've played other towns in other states where it's been kind of dry, and it's, you know.
So you're saying you're not going to pull a Madonna and start talking with a British accent?
No, I have a horrible British accent.
I'll try. I'll try.
We got to watch out for the makeup on this kid.
What do you guys have coming up? Concerts? You guys got an album coming out, I understand?
The album, man, that's going to be huge.
Huge things. We been working on the record for the past 2 years, and tons of work, lots of hours, weeks and months put into it, and it's coming out October 14th for the pre-order, and doing CD release show October 17th at Clicks in Baton Rouge. It's titled Truth Lies, Fact and Fiction, and you can actually pre-order now from our MySpace page. And after that, man, we're gonna hit the road and leave some towns in shambles.
Yeah. Take as far as we can go.
Hey guys, thanks for the interview. Good to have you on REDSTICKART. And
appreciate you guys.
Fans know, keep up with the site. We're going to be having plenty more updates on both this band and others.
What's up? I'm Tweezy.
I'm Joe Glass.
And I'm Brandon.
We're Maven, and you can check us out on REDSTICKART.net.
Woo! Face.